All right. Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs asked the federal government to revoke Oyedepo's Airstrip license. You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. According to Daily Trust, the Nigerian Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs has recalled on the federal government to revoke the private airstrip license granted to Bishop David Oyedepo's Living Faith Church, popularly known as Winners Chapel. In a communique issued after its 10th Expanded Growth Purpose Committee meeting at the Abuja National Mosque, the NSCIA described the license as a security threat and an aberration of the highest order. The decision follows widespread debates after the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Management, Festus Keyamo, in October announced the granting of license to the church to construct a private airstrip. Keyamo had explained that the airstrip will be managed by the federal government through Nigerian Airspace Management Agency. The NSCIA joined the House of Representatives in expressing concerns over granting such licenses to private individuals, organizations, and warning of potential risk to national peace and security. The meeting, chaired by NSCIA President General and Sultan of Sokoto Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar III, was attended by the prominent Muslim leaders, including Professor Ishaq Oloyede, Professor Khalid Abubakar, and Alhaji Yahya Abubakar. The NSCIA also addressed the long-standing issue of Muslim marriage certificate being unrecognized by certain institutions within and outside Nigeria. The communique highlighted the unwarranted discrimination against Muslim couples and pledged renewed effort to ensure the validity of Islamic marriage certificates without the need for additional documentation. In addition, the Council reaffirmed that the Center for Islamic Studies at Usman Dan Fodio University, Sokoto, remains the sole authority for organizing national Quranic recitation competitions. No person or group is allowed to hijack or undermine the process, the NSCIA declared. Well, I think we need objectivity here, because care needs to be taken not to be looking at this issue from a religious prism. We need to see it with the eye of objectivity. What exactly is the National Supreme Council on Islamic Affairs saying as regards to what do they mean by the term national security threat as a result of the granting of an airstrip to an organization? Why would there be a national security threat? What exactly is the meaning? What are they insinuating? And also, what is the stand of the representative to in the Federal House of Representatives on the issue? But I want to believe that before the federal government could go ahead and grant such license, they will have done their due diligence, and they will have also checked a lot of things, especially as regards national threat, security, the unity of the country, our sovereignty, and things like that. If peradventure there is one discrepancy or the other in one of these areas, I think to a large extent, the federal government will need to rethink the decision. They will need to retreat, of course, from going further. After all, it is only the license that is being granted. The airstrip is yet to be constructed. Yeah. But then there is a particular hint given by the Minister for Aviation, and that is the fact that the airstrip itself will be managed by the Nigerian Airspace Management Authority, meaning that though the facility is in a private land, it is still being run, organized, and managed by the federal government. Also, there's need for, of course, us to also check whether what the NSCIA is saying is born out of religious sentiment, so that we don't allow such things again to divide this country further. We shouldn't allow ethnicity, religion, and all other things that normally separate us to separate us again in this country. We must be able to make our stand objectively, to know the difference between what is objectively right and is objectively wrong. Yes, it is very, very important, because above granting any license to anybody, truly speaking, the security of this country is very, very important. Most especially because of some of the issue of Boko Haram, insurgency, cattle rustling, a lot of many security threats we are having at the present. But then, kudos should be given to this administration of the federal government for nipping some of these things in the bud. They might have not gotten everything right, but we must say it when they do things that is okay. At least I know to a large extent the number of times we hear about a Boko Haram attack or insurgency in the northern part of the country has drastically reduced, and most of the people at the displaced camp are trying to be returned to their individual land now. So let's believe the federal government in whatever they take as a decision. But anywhere we notice anything that is, of course, not all right, we have the right to call their attention to it, and then for them to also take necessary precaution concerning, because our security really is number one. Do not forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. Thank you very much for listening.